Today I'm going to be doing a video on your angelic guidance for April 2015. So I'm using the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine with artwork by Steve A. Roberts. I reviewed this deck yesterday, so the review will be on my channel. But I've drawn two cards for today. Well, I say I've drawn two cards. While I was actually shuffling the deck yesterday, these two cards leapt out at me when I was thinking about what key things are going to be very important in April and what things I need to work on. So with that said, I'll crack on. So the first important thing to notice is they're both Archangel cards. So April is going to be a time of a lot of great changes, a lot of big decisions and really important choices to make, which can seem very daunting. But don't fear, these cards provide some really good insight, and I think they're pretty spot on for how I'm feeling the energies are going to develop in April. So the first card is Renewal. Review and evaluate, a favourable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. So this card talks about how there has been completion of a project, so congratulations and commiserations, because when you completed something, you feel a great sense of accomplishment, like you've really gained something. All that work has culminated in you having that achievement. But once you've done that, where do you go from there? What are you doing? And that's definitely the sense I'm getting from this card. We've accomplished something and we're reaching a crossroads where we have to decide what we want to do next. Now this is a big decision to make, because this could be something like a job or a career path or an interest that we want to develop into something like a business. I'm definitely getting that very strongly. So we're feeling like there's a lot that we're very interested in, we're having a lot of new ideas, but we don't know which ones are key to us yet. So this is saying about review and evaluate. So it may be time to sit down with a pen and paper and look at things in an objective perspective. So instead of going with your feelings and emotions and getting really caught up on all these ideas, sit down and write down what your key interests are, what makes you really passionate, and kind of branch off that. What could you do in terms of a job or a career path? So we're reaching a crossroads and we're deciding what we want. And we are entering a new phase in our life. And this is where the other card comes in, the Dreamer. A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So what's key on this card is a leap of faith. So we're at this crossroads, we're wanting to make a decision. But sometimes when you're in this place, you don't want to make a decision because you're worried that you'll make the wrong one. And then you might go down the wrong path and the wrong consequences, and you don't know your destiny's path yet. And you don't want to rush things, and you don't want to pick something that's wrong, and that can be very fearful. But what you need to do is be confident in your choice. And the key aspect of both these cards is to do your research. So you'll be having intuitive feelings and back it up with research or advice from others around you or experts in the field of your interest. So follow your dreams. So now you're at a point where you've done what you need to do, and perhaps you can embrace something that you've been wanting to do for a long time. But the question that comes with that is, can you manifest that into reality? And how do you do that? So if you want to set up your business, what are the logistics of this? So we've got lots of stuff to think about, and lots of ideas are perhaps whirling around in our heads. We're feeling quite uncertain, we don't know what the future holds. But this is telling us we do need to think about what we want, but it's also telling us not to get caught up in the worry of not knowing where we are going and not knowing the end point of our journey. Because that's where, to be honest, where we spend 95% of our journey not knowing where it's going to end up. You can plan for everything, but life will take its own flow, and you just have to go with the flow. It sounds very hippie-ish, but it's very true. So April, times of great change, we're completing something. Also in terms of the renewal card, it comes as a appraisal card to tell us that perhaps this project we're doing or completing, we will be very successful in it. So it will lead us, and it will act as a springboard onto something else. So these are very good cards to have. They're telling us that we're at a place where we have lots of opportunities and lots of possibilities, but the trick is seeing the opportunity for the possibility that it is. And the things that can inhibit that are being full of worry, full of fear, full of anxiety. You need to be open. So, to be, perhaps a scary place to be, but it's good to know that you have these opportunities available and that you can move forward. And I think April is going to be a very fun month and a real time of great discovery and journeying and finding out what we really want in our lives and what we really desire and what really interests us. So it's a real good time of self-discovery, and I think we'll have a lot of fun. So enjoy your April. Your angels are telling you to think about what you want and to pursue it. A lovely message. Have a good day. Have a good April.